What's going on, guys? I'm back to help you out in your Horizon Open adventures. I'm here to present a very good B700 dirt racing tune. If you watched my last video where I mentioned how I accidentally made the 1965 Mini Cooper S into a competitive dirt racer in Horizon Open, I said in that video I was going to do my best to try to find what I believe is the ultimate or the best B700 dirt racer. And I think I may have done that, at least for what I look for in a competitive dirt racing car. I made what is, I would say, my favorite tune I've made so far in this game, and that is for the 1973 Ford Escort RS 1600. The Ford Escort Mark I is a very good car, and the tune I made for it I will show it on screen right now. It is called B700 Rally. I will also show the share code. Now I am showing footage of the first Horizon Open session that I did in this car, albeit the scramble and the two trails I have not competed yet in this car prior. Like, I didn't do any practice runs or anything on them, so it's kind of a learning experience, especially in that scramble race. The first lap was kind of sloppy, and then it kind of came on. I started to get more comfortable in the trail races. There's a couple hiccups, but overall very smooth. This car is just, it does everything right, I think, for a dirt racer. It handles extremely well. It has good acceleration. And I use a stock transmission in it, which is something I kind of tend to do in some of the lower class cars. And this thing, it shifts really fast. It has good acceleration. The off-road tires grip exceptionally well. It handles well on pretty much any surface. It's just a very balanced car, and I love it so much. I think it's a very good tune. That's why it's probably my favorite one I've ever made. I used the stock engine in it as well. Aerodynamic pieces, tune to my preference, like all the way to the least amount of downforce in the back, and I have a little bit of downforce for the front splitter. Suspension, I kept the rally springs the same. Damping, actually, I figured out something in this game that works for me. For the damping, I usually have it a little stiffer than I would in like Horizon 4. Like Horizon 4, I had the damping settings tuned really low, really soft. In this game, for some reason, stiff seems to be pretty good for dirt on like uneven surfaces. It seems like it does a pretty good job having some stiffer values for those settings. That's kind of what I went with for this car. Braced brakes, 48% split to the rear. I have my usual rally differential settings. But the only shortcoming I think for this car is the same thing I had with the Mini in the last video, is that if you're on like one of the scramble races that have a lot of standing water, it can kind of bog down a touch and get slowed down. That's where you can see like the trucks or SUVs can kind of gain on you in those particular sections. Like you'll see in the scramble race, I'm including this footage. One of the guys had the Hot Wheels Baja Bone Shaker. It's like a big SUV, so he didn't really have getting slowed down much at all through the water, but the rest of the course I was much faster than him. I ended up getting by him, staying out in front of him after I kind of figured out the best racing line to run in that particular scramble race, that course. But really, that's the only negative I can say about this car, is that just standing water can be an issue to some degree. But overall, though, like if you use this car and get used to it, used to the way it handles and shift points and all that sort of thing, you are going to be very well off in Horizon Open if you do B700 dirt racing. It's going to mop the floor with almost every other car you come in contact with. There are going to be some borderline broken cars a lot of people are going to use, like the 74 Civic RS, or for some reason a lot of people use like the Birdie design Ford truck. A lot of people use kind of the bigger, heavier vehicles, and they do have their advantages, but overall I think this thing can across the board beat them more times than they can beat it. This car is it's very good. Hopefully you guys can give this car a go, give the tune a go. If not, my tune, try to make your own with this car. I think it's a very good platform for dirt racing in this game. And Horizon 4 was one of my favorite cars. You can do like CB, there's so many different types and so many different disciplines you can use this car for. And I think it's the same in Horizon 5 as well. So leave a comment if you did give this car a go. If you have any experience with it, let me know about that as well. Leave a like in the video to help you out. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. I will have a trial video up tomorrow as well, so be on the lookout for that. I'm pretty sure the stock showdown is not going to happen this series, so that's good. enjoy these tunes I'm putting out, put them to good use, win some Horizon Open races, and I'll see you guys in the next video.